is crazy. I wish it took like 8 hours longer, 9 hours. Like, ain't nothing but a peanut. In hindsight, this shit was not that epic. Bottle. I've never done one of these before. I can be like my hero, Jack Doherty. Okay, you get the bottle. You got to flip it on top of the dice. Okay. Dude, if I get this, my daughter will actually respect me. Okay, this one, I feel like I gotta adjust my sensitivity on this one. Like at full fucking force, I can't get the bottle to move. Oh, it's a long stroke. It's a double motion. You drag it forward, pull it back. Oh! I see. See, I'm a millennial. I'm not used to that kind of shit. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. Okay. We're definitely gonna get these. This camera angle's insane. What you see versus what she sees. Or what he sees. Or what it's complicated these days. Can I tell you, by the way, I don't know if any other millennial has this experience. Elementary school, the gender neutral pronoun that they had us use was they. I get to 9th grade English class, submit my first essay, B+, what the fuck? Every time I wrote they, my English teacher circled it and wrote his/her. You fucked me. You fucked me. I'm not going to say your name. I hope you're doing well. You actually were a pretty nice lady. But you fucked me on that one, okay? So now for the next like 20 years, I'm going his, her, his, her, his, her. When I was actually progressive back in like 2001. I'm sure it's something to do with like the fucking style guide or whatever, but... Hang on. As an English teacher, I gotta say this is such a good take. I have colleagues that refuse to acknowledge gender-neutral pronouns. Okay, I was getting ready to yell at you, but you're based. I wasn't gonna yell at you because you were not being progressive. I was gonna yell at you because you disagree with me. I was gonna say some shit like, as an English teacher, do you think language stays static the whole time? Because if you teach Shakespeare, you might be disillusioned of that naive notion. Just put the standardized test in the bag. What's the one thing you can't forget when leaving the monastery? What, you guys get to leave? Wallet, keys, phone. Oh shit, the furtive pygmy. You ever see that picture of Obama touching his pockets and then in the next one it's him running back into the White House? You know what I'm talking? You ever see the picture of the walrus that's like, I has bucket, and then in the next picture he's angry and he says, no, they be taking my bucket? Classic, man. Classic. You want Canada to join the EU? Could be worse. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If we have to. It would be kind of weird, though. Like, we would be like, you're Alaska. It'd be like, whoa, it's so easy for us to, like, you don't need to have a special visa to go to the country. Yeah, but you do need to take, like, a 9-hour flight or something. Not exactly, like, convenient. It's true, we do have land borders with Denmark. Well, kinda. Like on that one island in the Arctic or whatever. We border France too. It's true. Saint Pierre and Miquelon. Look it up. I froze again. Yep, that's fine. We'll just leave it like that for now. I gotta take my bracelet off, man. It's scraping the mouse pad. Did you hit the cards? Blink and you'll miss it. I told you it ain't nothing but a peanut, man. That's it. It's like a little... Oh, we're getting there. It's just a little pullback at the end. I'm camping the local Best Buys to get my $5. I thought for sure, I was at the grocery store yesterday. I saw like two men that were in their early 20s. I thought for sure I was getting that $5 out. They walked right by me. I couldn't believe it. Librarian, are you here? Are your analytics okay? The people of Vancouver are not fucking with me anymore. It used to be like once every 2 weeks, once every month, I would get recognized in public. It's not happening anymore, man. Now, it's saving me a lot of money, to be honest, but my numbers are up. Damn, I don't know, man. I guess I got a lot of like very wealthy hate viewers or something. Come back to East Van? Fuck no. You take that shit up. You want to see me in East Van? Give me a reservation at Pepino's Spaghetti House. That shit is booked till like June. Well, I don't know. I don't want to have fucking spaghetti at 9:15 on June 7th. I want spaghetti like on Sunday at 5:45. It isn't. You can just walk in. I tried that one time and they told me to fuck off, man. Come to Marine Gateway. You could catch me at Marine Gateway, not that commonly, but occasionally I do find myself going out to the Vancouver Zero Waste Center out there. Every once in a while, we have too many cardboard boxes to fit in our recycling, so I got to drive to the Zero Waste Center and then drop them in the dumpster. The cardboard dumpster, by the way. Open reservations at 9 p.m. Sunday, March 2nd. Buddy, I got a 4-year-old. I'm not going to Pepino's Spaghetti House at 9 p.m. on a Sunday. That's crazy. How about March 24th at 5? Okay, now I'm the squeaky wheel, but that's a little too fucking early for me. Is that a weekday or a weekend? That's a Sunday? All right, that could actually work. But I'm not making a trip out to Commercial Drive just to go to Pepino's Spaghetti House. So there better be some other shit going on. There better be, like, is that car-free day on Commercial or something? Or is it just like a random day? Because I needed an excuse to be out there, man. That's in fucking August? Fuck! Just booked it, get fucked. No. There's a Sing Sing on Commercial. I've been. It's good, man. But I like, you know, sometimes you want Pepino Spaghetti House. Also, my kid isn't really like messing with, well, can I tell you something about trendy restaurants? If you go to like a trendy Asian restaurant in Vancouver, it's bad for kids because everything is spicy. Like they know their clientele. I don't hate them for it. It's culinarily relatively adventurous people in their 20s, early 30s maybe. They want the chili crisp on everything. They want the lao gan ma. They want the sriracha on everything. I get it. Old Spaghetti Factory's where it's at. Last time we went to the Old Spaghetti Factory was for my daughter's 2nd birthday. It was me, my wife, my daughter, my parents. So it's 4 adults and 1 kid. Appetizer, bread, salad, entree, and dessert for everybody. Total bill came to like $106, and I felt ripped off. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you're fucking with the Old Spaghetti Factory, I'm happy for you because it's the only restaurant on planet Earth that's cheap. But at the same time, I don't know, man. There's some things in life money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Exactly, man. Exactly. Paying for pasta is bullshit. It's just nice to go out to a restaurant from time to time. This is the only place, the only marketplace of ideas on the entire planet where you'll be like, sometimes it's nice to go to a restaurant and people will be like, you should never fucking do that. Come on, man. Still got to try Heidi Lao. I need an interpreter that can help me book Heidi Lao. Did I tell you my Heidi Lao reservation story? Whenever I go to Heidi Lao's website and try to book, I press the book reservation button and then it spits out something in Mandarin Chinese in red font with a phone number underneath it. So I don't know what it's saying at all. And I don't know, maybe they're pissed. Maybe they're not fucking with me anymore. Maybe they're like, you haven't shown up to like your last 8 reservations or something like that. But I don't know what it says, man. Everything else on the website was in English. And then when I click the button, it's like, it starts speaking Mandarin to me. And I don't know what it says. Fuck you. Aren't you 10% Chinese? It's actually racist to suggest that all Chinese people speak Chinese. Congrats. You played yourself. What the hell? Kate, I'm not answering that. It might be the charity solicitor from yesterday. You might be back. Actually, I talked to my supervisor's supervisor. We actually can take cash. Sorry, buddy, you missed your chance. He put the card in the clip. Chibli, chibli, chibli. Can I... Chibli. Chibli. Look at this. All skill. I called my shot. Only took me just over 9 minutes. It did take 20,000 tries. I was going pretty quick. Now I'm going Jack Doherty mode. Okay. Heard he crashed his bike. Be careful. We're all rooting for him. Okay. Let's reset the camera, okay? I am out. Then you go back to it, you right click it again, properties. Activate. Yes! I'm new here. Why does everyone say okay? Because when you select the stage, they show you a demo and then it just says okay. But can I also say, Chibli, you must love this too. Isn't it nice when someone comes into your chat and says, I'm new here? Because it implies that, like, they're intending to stick around. Like, they didn't say just passing through. They're like, I'm new here, and they're trying to learn, right? Also reminds me I haven't fallen off. Although I will say, I thought maybe you fell off when I saw you play Necromancer Soccer yesterday. Then I recorded a bizarre video, came back to your stream, and you were running on the surface of the ocean in King of Retail 2. And I went, nah, he's still got it. Zoom out. He's still got it. Please get a feather earring like Bob Dylan. Well, I was talking about it in Kate's chat yesterday. I'm okay not having a mustache, but I need to find something that gives me a little bit of aura, man. Otherwise, like bald plus shaved, you're just auraless, man. I need some kind of aura enabler. It's not full beard, man. I'm sorry. If it works for you, I respect you, but it's not. I personally am not a believer in the beard. What do you mean by that? I'm not saying I never see a guy with a beard and go like, oh, that beard looks really good. But like most of the time I see a guy my age with a beard, I'm kind of like, you had to do something, but I'm not sure that's enough. And I get, that's what I'm saying. I have to do something. I just don't know what to do. Oscar Isaac in Dune? Yeah, but none of us are Oscar Isaac, man. I am actually. Oscar! Oscar, why weren't you in Dune 2, man? Oscar, I loved you in the Addams Family 2. Yeah, imagine selling out the fucking emperor of your planet, who is like an awesome dude, just to get fucking mogged by Fade Routha on Zevia Prime or whatever the hell this shit was called. Getty Prime. What you say about his company is what you say about society. Maybe he can sing, man. Maybe he can sing. I think I moved the bucket. You ever read the books? What, like Curious George and shit? Fuck you. Was Dune and Dune 2 a 5-star for you? Yes. Unapologetically, I would give them both 5 stars. With the caveat that Dune 2, even though they're both 5 stars for me, Dune 2 is a lot better than Dune 1. Unapologetically with the caveat? Okay, I guess. You got me on that one. You got me. That's fair. Come on. Oh! Dune will hold the same place in society that Marvel movies do eventually? No, I don't think so. There's like 2 of them so far. In like 5 years. I think we... Also, like, okay, and I'm a Marvel... For some of Marvel, I'm a Marvel defender. But both Dune 1 and Dune 2 are better. They're Betty. From Mad Men, people. 1 second, I think we got to do something like this. Are better than any of the Marvel movies. Although Infinity War and Endgame were both great watches in the theater, without a doubt. Maybe when Duncan Idaho 900 shows up in the 3rd Dune movie, there'll be like a moment where Captain America grabs the hammer and the whole theater like erupts or whatever, but... Spoilers, book's 1,900 pages long, man. Last Marvel movie you saw before you tapped out? Well, the thing is, I don't even know if I'm tapped out. Like, I'm ready to tap in, like, when they make 2 good ones in a row. But it seems like they haven't made 2 good ones in a row since, like, Endgame, I guess. Because, like, I was locked in through Endgame. And then I saw the 3rd Spider-Man, and I was like, that's pretty good. I saw Black Widow, and I was like, this is a huge misstep. Heard Eternals was bad, so I didn't watch it. Heard the 4th Thor was bad, so I didn't watch it. Heard Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was really good, and it made Chiblee cry, but I had already washed out at that point, and I was like, I'm not sure. You'd have to motivate me with like a second good one in a row. And then they didn't. So I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm a little bit adrift, man. To be honest. Oh, you know, I did see Doctor Strange 2 in theaters, and I thought it was really good. But I'm a sucker for that Sam Raimi type stuff. That's more like it. Well, you know, like, the culture, it changes. It comes and goes, man. You ever seen A Simple Plan? Yes, sir. Great movie. Bill Paxton, Billy Bob Thornton. Laura Linney. I want to say Laura Linney, people. That is not a good movie. A Simple Plan, that's a great movie, man. It's like a Coen Brothers light. Bridget Fonda. You're right, it's Bridget Fonda. You ever see Swing Kids? Yeah, in school about 100 times. My 7th and 8th grade teacher, who was the same lady, she was insanely into ballroom dance and swing dancing. We did like 8 swing dance units. You want to know how cool I was as a kid? I can't dance, and I don't like dancing. I got 98 in my drama and dance unit during the swing dance block. I was jiving like crazy, man. And I was jumping, jiving, and occasionally, if I had to, I was wailing. But then, like, that was in the 7th grade, I think. And then in the 8th grade, I was away from school the day that they introed the dance unit. So my partner had partnered up with somebody else, and I got partnered with the other girl who was sick on the day that they picked partners, and she fucking sucked at swing dancing, man. Tanked my whole fucking career. Like, she was... In swing dancing, it's a little problematic, but the man is supposed to lead. But every once in a while, when you're the follower, you're kind of like the co-driver in the rally car, because sometimes the leader might forget what comes next in the routine. So they kind of like, they force your lead. You're like, oh shit, yeah, we're going into like the arm bar now after this part. And then you like lock the back in. She was just like, no tension in the arms, man. If I wasn't whipping her around, she didn't know what was coming next. Anyway, it's been a long time. I hope she's doing all right. Staying away from the dance floor. Probably thought you were icky. I mean, in 8th grade, I was probably like 5'4", 160 with frosted tips. So, like, listen. Sometimes you just gotta kiss the frog just to get the A in the class, and then try not to think about it. Maybe not once, maybe like 135, but still. I'm sure I wasn't her first pick, let's put it that way. I did not have the flame shirt, but I wanted the flame shirt. But my parents never bought me a flame shirt. Address frosted tips? Buddy, it was an era. Like half the class had frosted tips. Did you have them? Starting to see why a lot of you didn't like Conclave. You know what? I realize you don't have ADHD. You're just high, which is fine because you're not at work right now. You can't keep a piece of information in your brain for more than 2 minutes, which is okay. Like, I love that for you. But I used to get upset, and I was like, yeah, that's what we were just talking about. But now I realize you're high, and that's okay. Caught, I just got off work. I get it, man. I understand. Could they move the bucket like a little closer? Plot twist, I'm sober. I just have a traumatic brain injury. Mogged. You mogged me. There's nothing I could say to that. You got me trapped in a box. There's no way out. I'm sweating it. I'm sweating it out, man. You got me with that one. There's nothing I could do. Ghibli, learn from my mistakes, okay? Don't you hate when you like make fun of someone as a joke and they're like, you can't make fun of me because I had some like truly horrible shit happen to me, and you're like, Sorry. It's kind of like, it's OP. It's indefensible. You gotta be like, damn, my bad. You could double down, but I don't feel comfortable doing that. That just doesn't seem nice. How does the post-Peloton piss hit? I think I'm a different sort of pisser, man. Because, like, I drink, like, a liter of water on the bike. Once I never have to pee on the bike. Doesn't matter if the ride's 30 minutes, 3 hours. Now I'm at a homeostatic equilibrium. When I get off the bike, I go pee. But even though I consumed a liter of water, I pee out like 100 milliliters of like dark yellow liquid. And that's it. It's not a full piss. It's like 25% of a piss. And it's concentrated. Because you're sweating? Yeah, I know. But like some people in the Peloton Discord are like, I had to get off the bike to pee. And I'm like, damn, man, how much water are you drinking? Or I guess maybe you're just not sweating this. Maybe you got like a better fan or something. Better gaming chair? That means there's ketones in your urine? Yeah, no shot. Kate told me a story. I'm not sure if it's real. It was like a friend of a friend situation. So I don't know them and she doesn't know them, but we know someone who knows them. The story is that... Oh, how did you know that? Did she tell it on her stream already? Because I was worried. I didn't want to tell it if she hadn't told it. She told it? Okay. Well, one of her friends told her that she has a friend that had plastic surgery done in Turkey. And then when she got back to Canada, she was like really, really, really sick. Like going to die sick. So she went to the doctor. And when she went to the doctor, they found out that she was missing both kidneys. There's a couple of things I want to ask. One is, can you live for like 4 days with no kidneys? The human body's resilient. Like if you took your heart out, you're not lasting 4 days. That's for sure. Yeah, you could. You'd get really sick, but you could. Okay. A few days maybe. That's crazy. The other one is like, damn. Like, can I say, obviously, fuck the clinic in Turkey for taking both of her kidneys. But like, could you not have just taken one? I guess they just don't give a fuck. But like, at the same time, like, you couldn't have just given one. Like, you could have stolen one organ from her and like given her a chance at least. She might never have known, man. She might have found out at like age 80 or something like that. She'd be like, did you know, wait, when did you lose your kidney? Taking both is insane, man. And then still doing the plastic surgery. She's going to take the bandages off and it's just going to be like her old face or whatever. That sucks ass. By the way, I'm not making fun of this person. That's like a horrible situation. Literally took both kidneys and just wrapped her face up with bandages. And we're like, don't look, don't look for 2 weeks. Oh, man. It does sound unbelievable, but I mean, this was told to us by a person that is not like insane. So the person that told them the story might be insane, but I don't know. I'm on the fence about believability. Because she didn't tell the story as like, did you see the story about this person? She told the story as like, literally one of my friends just had this happen to them. man. Did she live? I don't know. I'm assuming she's on like the transplant list. So that should only take, I don't know, like 50 years or something to get a match. I donated one of my kidneys to a living recipient. It was a great feeling. Honestly, you're literally just a better person than me. I would do it for a family member or maybe a close friend. I don't think I would do it for a stranger. I'd have to, well, I don't know. It would have to. Not because, what, here's my fucking problem, okay? It's not even about the surgery, which I'm sure I would just tank. It's about the fact that when I need something from the medical system, they're not fucking with me. But when they need something from me, they're blowing up my fucking phone and email. And that shit, that double standard pisses me off. So like, Kate's been calling the doctor because her dad might have diverticulitis, right? And the doctor, it takes like a week and a half for the doctor to return the call. But if my ass goes 6 weeks without donating blood, all of a sudden I'm getting guilt tripped by somebody on the phone. And then I'm like, sure, I'll donate. And they're like, we have one appointment. It's at 12:45 on Monday. And I'm like, that doesn't really work for me. And they're like, too fucking bad. We're full up except for that. By the way, we have a huge blood shortage. We've got no empty space for appointments, but we got a huge shortage of blood. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Take it or leave it. I know what I got. So that's the shit that kind of like pisses me off, which is not fair. But would you do it for a chatter? Honestly, probably not. No, I don't think so. Because like if I give one of you a kidney, then like other people are going to start asking for other organs, man. I wouldn't give you one either. I think that's totally fair, man. I honestly, it sounds bad. I think that's something you gotta like. it's fucked up. Well, like I think you gotta like source that yourself, right? Like you can't. If you are willfully offering your kidney to a stranger, that's big of you. That's instant access to heaven, as far as I'm concerned. But like, you can't just ask a stranger for a kidney. You got to start with family. You got to go spouse, kids, parents, siblings, etc., etc. Then you got to go like lifelong friends. And if you can't get that, I think you just got to go on the list. I get that you'd be desperate, don't get me wrong. And I would be asking in the Discord for sure, man. I remember when the owner of the Ottawa Senators, Eugene Melnick, was like, hey, Sens fans, I need a liver transplant. Anyone want to give me like a piece of their liver? And then like he actually got one. That drove me crazy, man. Then he traded Carlson for peanuts. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like he wasn't even spending to the cap. Like if he was spending to the cap, I might consider it if I was like a diehard fan. But that dude was barely spending to the floor. The fuck do you mean, man? Yeah, you turned Daniel Alfredson into a persona non grata. Now you want my fucking liver? Not to mention, and this is a little bit more touchy, but like he fucking died like 5 years after the liver transplant anyway. Now I get that it's hard on the body, but at the same time, you're like, damn. That's gotta sting, man. And the Senators are still ass. So is my team. I'm not trying to like make an enemy. I'm just saying. It grows back? Yeah, but you still got to go through the fucking surgery. It's a funny bit, man. Guy who goes to Turkey for a kidney transplant but comes out with like a BBL instead. We do have a lot of Pedersens on the team. You're not joking. No, I'm sorry. I'm not giving you my kidney. I would give my parents my kidneys. Well, my kidney. I would give my wife a kidney. I would give my kid both kidneys. I would give, if Mouth was really sick, I would, because you have to match, right? I would test to see if I'm a match. Only one kidney for me? Kate, you got other people you can ask too. Oh, I'm frozen. She doesn't have anybody to ask but us. Corey, I'd do the kidney compatibility test for Corey for sure. I would probably do the kidney compatibility test for anybody that we regularly play multiplayer games with. I would do a fecal transplant with Apollo, but I don't think he wants my shit. He should take someone else's shit. My shit is better than it used to be, but it's still not peak. He should get the fecal transplant from somebody who has a better microbiome. My microbiome is pretty good now compared to like 3 years ago, but he could do better. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I bet Mouth has like a fucking sick microbiome, man. Vegetarian, eats a lot of fermented food, grows his own vegetables and shit. Microbiome.